Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back, and we are here to bring you guys our 7th more Midnight Madness video, guys. All right, I'm your guy, 49ers Mike _NFL. Let me just put these quick, what do I call these things? The things that you have to do, the mandatories. I'm having a brain fart right now. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, buddy. I'll pop you in here. Just going through the little mandatory. What are these things called?
What's that?
When I put these, what do I call them?
The tweets of the day or today on Twitter?
I say I'm running through the formalities.
Formalities.
Oh, brain fart already, and we weren't even 30 seconds into the video, man. But just the formalities are up there, okay? I'm 49ers Mike _NFL. He is Stater _Niner. How was your Father's Day, man? I like the background over there. How'd it go for you?
The Father's Day part was great. The day in general, not so great. I'm regretting eating not Taco Bell, but Mexican food yesterday. So it's been a busy day for me, unfortunately.
Oh man. I kind of understand your sentiment. I guess I can get something like that. You know, things aren't quite going the way you wanted them to. I get it.
Yeah, well, it's the first bad day since the surgery, so it's been an interesting experience.
Yeah, I get you. I hear you, man. I hear you. You know, I was going through some Twitter stuff earlier, and I couldn't find anything on Twitter at all. I almost got excited. I thought I saw a tweet from the 49ers that said, we're waiting for the Rams to wish us happy Father's Day.
I did see one earlier of Brunskill carrying Donald around, and it said Happy Father's Day.
Right. And that's what it was, all the little, you know, I like those things. I like when the fans get involved with stuff like that. What I don't like is when there's fake accounts that are doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that was the annoying part of it all for me. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't like the, what do they call them? Like parody accounts,
right,
ones that are made to look like they're an account that they're really not. So I was just like, yeah, I'm over it. But I don't have anything for what I saw on Twitter today. Was there anything that you saw, or you want to just jump right into the questions?
We can jump right in there. I don't know if I have, if I saw anything really. I figured it would be mostly quiet today, but and it was. So
yeah, very low key day today. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. If you watch this video with your father, send something in the comments to us following this video. I know technically it was yesterday, but on the West Coast it's still Father's Day, so that's why I said it now as opposed to on the last show. Type a comment in there and let us know that you watch these videos with your father, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's do it, man. Always Faithful 24/7 says, with the addition of Bosa and Ford coming back from injury, what impact do they make on our defense line and defense? And probably losing Sherm, how much of an impact would that make with our new additions?
Well, I mean, I think we've talked ad nauseum about Ford and Bosa. If they're healthy, I mean, this defensive line is going to be one of the best in the league, and they're just going to wreak havoc on quarterbacks. As far as Sherm, you know, I think I've been pretty firm on how I stand with him. As far as his physical attributes, feel like it's time for him to look at a transition to safety. But his mentoring is what will be missed by these junior guys who are just the two rookies that just came in. But we do have Jason Verrett. Jason Verrett's a smart guy. He can take them under his wing and help too. So I'm not overly concerned about losing Sherm. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. I think Sherm's replacement was picked up a couple seasons ago, and I think the Niners are happy that they stayed patient with him, like you said, Jason Verrett. As far as Bosa and Ford, no kidding. If we can get both of them back healthy, if we get them both back, we have the best defensive front in the NFL. It's not a question. It's not a thought. Like they're gonna wreak havoc on all the teams,
right?
Like in just a nasty way. So
right.
I would like that to be the case.
And if they can all, like I said, if the team stays healthy, you know, then that opens the door for Tart. It opens the door for Warner to do more stuff, you know, and get sacks or put pressure on the quarterback. It just opens up all kinds of doors. If those front four aren't getting it done, there's more guys on that defense that can do it.
Yeah, I got you, man. We're going to keep it moving here. We're about 5 minutes in. DJ Malone says he's running out of food-related questions to ask us, so he just goes with something basic. How do you take your coffee?
I'm just going to answer these one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have always been a sugar and coffee, no cream. But about a year ago, when I started just trying to cut sugars in general out of my diet, I actually got away from coffee altogether. So I am no coffee anymore, which is a hard transition for me after being in the military for so long. It's like the staple of our daily existence. But
okay. I don't drink coffee often. It's good when like I'm dieting. It's a good little flusher for me because I don't drink it often. But when I do, I like a hazelnut and French vanilla. Like I like it very, very sweet. I only ever had coffee with my grandmother when I was younger, and her coffee was like the color of a manila envelope. It was so much cream and sugar in that damn thing. So that's kind of what she got me used to. So I'm not one of those big coffee drinkers. What is the worst movie you guys have seen?
I guess I'm assuming the context is like worst B movie, not just worst. Like that was a horrible movie. I should not have watched that kind of thing. And so growing up in the 70s and the 80s, there was a plethora of them. But I would say something along the lines of something you guys have probably never heard of, like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Just stupid movie.
Why does that sound familiar to me?
I don't know.
Was that was a late 80s movie?
I think it was a late 70s, early 80s movie.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't know if you were finished. I'm sorry.
No, that's probably the worst movie that I think I've ever seen. I haven't watched it since back then either. So, I mean, yeah, it's got to be one of the worst as far as just, not like obviously the quality in the 80s was the quality in the 80s and the thought process. But like there are some movies like Spit on Your Grave that are like, oh my God, that's horrible.
Oh, man, I remember that movie.
Or Wrong Turn, just the situation Deliverance. Those are all like bad situation movies, but they were good movies. They drew it out of you. When I think about bad movies, I think about really bad B-rated movies. And I think I've talked about it on here before where, when I was younger, we used to go to Blockbuster when they were still all over the place. And, everybody would go on a mission to find the worst movie. And then we'd sit around and drink all night and watch the worst movies possible.
Right. No, I get you, man. I'm sure one of the worst movies I've ever seen is probably a Will Ferrell movie of some sort. Whatever. My wife has she's on a streak of picking bad movies. Actually, I think the latest one was actually a pretty good one, but she was on a little rough patch there at one point. I just can't remember what the names of any of them are. But I'm gonna go with this movie that we saw on Netflix with Nia Long and Omar Epps. I don't remember what this movie was called, but this guy legitimately got stabbed like 50 times throughout this movie and just would not die. And he was just a regular person. He wasn't some like robot or anything. He was just a regular person. They would stab him. He would fall off a cliff, and then he's right back. They would stab him, and he would fall out of a parking garage and get run over, and he's right back. So that was probably it. That wasn't. It was just Omar Epps. I'm sorry, it wasn't the long one. Okay, Trick. It was short for Patrick. That's what it was. Yeah. All right. What is the worst movie? Oh, strangest thing to add to popcorn, and then he ended with a Happy Father's Day. All three questions from DJ Malone. So, what's the strangest thing you add to popcorn?
I don't add anything to popcorn, but I will say that I don't know what the regular process for making popcorn, what you call it, but I do not. I prefer it over kettle corn, like normal, like however you make it with oil, whether it comes out of the popper or whatever. I prefer that over kettle corn. And but I don't put anything on my popcorn. So salt, butter, but not even really butter. Just
you say butter, funny.
Butter?
Yeah, but that's not. You said butter.
Butter. I was in a hurry.
Butter.
Trying to get through these questions so we can answer as many as possible.
Yeah, sorry. I like kettle corn. I don't really add anything to popcorn. I've never been that person. I've seen people add hot sauce to it. But I've never done anything like that. And thank you for the Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you too, if it applies, man. Callie says, "What's the deal with the Cool J video?" Mike doing his Cool J impersonation. I was outside my house, my mom's apartment, where we go on Sundays. And I was waiting for my wife to come out. We were supposed to be playing this game. And I'm like, man, like, I need my wife to come on. Like, I just need to be loved this Father's Day. And then I was like, oh, idea.
It didn't land well.
Whatever. It was fun. You guys go back and watch the video. Leave comments over there. I'm leaving it up on the YouTube page. It's posted right before this video. So that's it. Milo Morris. Hey, fellas, how many Super Bowls do you think we can make in the next 5 years? I actually have a number in mind. I was thinking about this before. What do you? I'll just tell you now. I have 2. I was making, okay. All right.
I'm holding my hand out over here because I want to know if you can just get it up before you. I'm not trying to copy you, but go ahead.
No. I mean, that's it. Any reason we have is just gut feeling and all that. So I want to hear your reasoning behind it.
No, I think that we have a really good shot this year, and we're building some things, and obviously moving on from Jimmy at the end of the year. And I think that I'm not trying to take anything away from Trey's game. I just think it's going to take him another year or 2 before we get another one or get back to that destination. So I think it's going to be this year, and then probably 23 or 24 we'll probably be back, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. I think we have a good shot this year or next year. But I know it's really, really going to depend on what happens in free agency next year. But this year, I think we have a phenomenal shot. And I think regardless of what happens in free agency, another year or 2 after that, we should be right back in it. It'll be enough time for us to have filled holes and cemented down who the cornerstones of this team are. All right. Here we go. DJ Malone chimes in again. He says, of our past wide receiver ones, you can go far back as in the 80s. In their prime, which one would you want on our current roster? At what length would one be considered hung? Oh my God, I read that out loud. Which Infinity Stone would y'all want? I can't believe I read that out loud. I hate DJ Malone for that. Did you catch what I said?
No.
See, she's sitting right here and she didn't even catch it.
Right.
Oh my God.
I had to go back to read it after you read it just to make sure that I heard you correctly.
All right, go ahead. You can start, and then I'll ping pong.
I think given that our 1-2 right now, I mean, if I can go all the way back to the 80s, I'm bringing Jerry Rice to this squad.
Absolutely. The slant guy. You bring him here, let him do his thing. He was built for the system, and help define the system. Hell, yeah, I like that. I would go with Jerry Rice also.
Yeah, as far I don't know if we're allowed to even talk about that second closing. And Infinity,
I don't think we can discuss that.
And unfortunately, I just can't think of all the stones off the top of my head right now.
I want the time one. There's I don't know what color it is.
Yeah,
the dude that was doing all this stuff with his fingers.
I'm gonna look them up real quick.
Making things. That would be the one that I want. That's it. I would slow down time and spend a couple extra minutes.
Is that what Doctor Strange had?
Yes, that's his name, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's because he's other than Iron Man, he's probably my favorite character.
Is that yellow? You look like a Doctor Strange fan. That's weird.
I look like a Doctor. I don't even understand your comment, man.
You seem like. I'm sorry. You seem like my wife just called me racist. You seem like a doctor.
It's like, Juneteenth's over. I can do whatever I want now.
That's what.
Not what I said.
All right. Okay. What were we talking about here?
We're talking about Infinity Stones.
You're looking at the Infinity Stone. I think his is yellow, and I think that's the one.
Of course. I just wanted a quick picture.
The Lollipop Guild has been fired, and Trey. Oh, you want a picture of the Infinity Stones?
Yeah, I was just looking for something quick. They had like what color was each one, and what were they?
It says the Lollipop Guild has been fired, and Trey Lance is starting. Trey Lance starts week 1 as the offensive play caller. What is the first play you call? I think we had a question.
We talked about this. I'm throwing it downfield, like long ball. Let's go. That's what everybody said Jimmy can't do. So let's see Trey do it, and better be getting a touchdown, or there's going to be a bunch of mad talking shit back and forth over that one. Yeah.
I would love to see. I would love for them to do some kind of play action, something or other. You know what I mean? Like that's what you want to see them set it up and let people know. Hey, yo, like we're here, we are here. So
I can go over them real quick if you want. If you still want to go back to that,
sure.
So the blue one is a space stone. It grants the user ability to travel between places instantaneously. Yellow,
Oh, you're gonna do a full breakdown.
just this, yeah.
All right,
Quick.
well, all right, hold on.
Yellow is mind. It allows you to deal with or control people's thoughts. Red is reality, so you can change reality. Oh, you already had it up.
No, I was getting it as you were doing it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Purple is power, so it grants the user unnatural powerful strength. Green is time, grants the user the ability to control time. And orange, which might be my favorite, grants the user, it's for the soul. It grants the user's ability to control a person's soul. And with all the negative people we have in this world today, that might be my choice.
When did we find out about the Soul Stone? Why have I never heard this before?
I don't know.
This is on even this graphic I have, they don't have anything on the Soul Stone.
Yeah, it's all question marks.
That's interesting. Did we just like come up on a leak of some sort?
Yeah, maybe it's coming. I don't know.
All right. I like it. All right. So that's it. And you said you would use the Soul Stone.
Wasn't it on his glove though?
No. He only had 5. I remember it being like.
But then he had the big one on the top of his.
Oh, that thing in the back. I didn't know if that was a stone or not.
I think that's the Soul Stone.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the one for time. Brian's doing the
I'm taking people's souls, man.
That's evil. That's downright evil. All right. So the Lollipop Guild is fired, and Trey Lance is starting week 1. First play, you said you're taking a shot. Yep. I said that I'm calling like a play action, making them bite and making them respect everything right from the rip. To Mike and Brian, I bought my father cologne for Father's Day. I'm a passionate collector of cologne, so I'm curious, what is your go-to cologne? Happy Father's Day, gentlemen. Oh man, I got to look this up. I do have a favorite cologne.
So when I was young and like in high school time frame and even into my early 20s, Obsession or Dracar. But I don't wear cologne anymore. So I don't know, Mike. Hopefully you got a better answer than that.
Yeah, I can't. So this is it right here. I'm going to show you guys a picture of it. Let me see, because I'm not going to try to say it. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I wouldn't disrespect the fragrance like that. Here we go. So this is my favorite cologne here. I found it in a sampler and really, really liked it. So
did it come in your Manscaped kit?
No, it did not come in the Manscaped kit. And happy Father's Day to Shot J. If that's I'm butchering that, I'm sure. But thanks for the
Chris Collins.
Is Dan's
Alchemy of Fragrance.
The top line is the name of it.
So Dane Savage.
I don't know how to say it. I told you I wasn't going to try to say it. You're making me try to say it. But that's it. That's Mike's favorite cologne.
It's there. French.
Yeah. Oui. All right. Would you rather have the Legion of Boom with Chip Kelly's Niners front 7 or 2019 49ers front 7 with Chip Kelly secondary?
I
see what they're saying, because those were just historically bad offenses. So you take a good defensive front or you take a good backfield. Which one would you rather have?
Well, I think that you can cover up weaknesses in the secondary if you got an elite front. So I'm going to go with the 19 front, and I'll take Chip Kelly secondary.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you on that. You strengthen up the middle and then let the back take care of itself. Why didn't we just let Gore run it? We were 5 yards away. And it's the same reason why they didn't hand it off to
Marshawn Lynch.
People outsmart themselves. You're a genius if it works, and because everybody knew it was coming, and you're crazy if you don't do it. That's just the way it is. Okay.
Could have been yards though, right? We were 5 years away.
Yeah. Mike, would you rather spend a week in a submarine or a month in COVID-19 quarantine with Nick and Breezy? I am going to definitely take quarantine. because I don't play with water. I don't want to be in a machine. I don't want to be in the ocean. I don't. Listen, I like to swim. I would swim in the ocean and all that stuff. That doesn't bother me. But being put in a can, just in water,
Yep.
I would literally drive myself crazy trying to figure out why I'm not sinking or floating. It's like when I think about how I'm flying when I'm in a plane.
Well, that's the nice thing about being in the military is that when you go on board a submarine, you have to get qualified submersible ships, which requires you to understand all working. Like basically, a general question might be, if I was a molecule of seawater, make me turn into electricity. So, I mean,
Right.
You have to understand the whole functionality of everything in a submarine, regardless of what your job is on board the submarine. So, I mean, I get it. A lot of people are claustrophobic and can't deal with it. I had guys who didn't do well once they locked that hatch and we submerged the ship. But, it is what it is. That's why it's a volunteer force.
Yeah, I'd lose my mind. Raheem Mostert or Keena Turner in his prime, who do you have winning?
I don't know.
Man, I'm gonna use all of my recency bias here, and I'm saying Mostert. No shame in my game, baby.
Yeah, I mean, in their given systems, or are they both playing in Kyle's system at this point? I don't.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming now.
I mean, I could go back and obviously look at stats and figure out which one was better, but
well, stats are going to lean towards Turner because Most doesn't have much of a career.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I really can't answer, but I would say, but I'll probably I'd be a homer and just say Mostert.
Let's go. Rombo or Nitty Gritty? What? You ride with your boys, man. Breezy and Nitty Gritty all day.
Right.
That's easy for me. It's all about you. All right, sorry. All right, you're out with your kids on a scorching hot day. What's the cool down item for them? My kids love water. As much as they complain about it and say it's cold and my babies love water. We're getting the sprinklers out.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like out, like having to run errands or something. Yeah, definitely.
Is that what you meant?
I don't know, but if you got to be out, water does the trick. Either somewhere in the pool, or somewhere in a lake, or sprinklers if you got them, or the little guy with the whirly things on his head.
Yeah, yep.
When they slap you, they don't feel very nice, or at least they used to not.
If we're out, the kids like to go to like Rita's and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever ordered anything from there before. My man said, I got a question for Mike. Did you ever find love? Man, I've been looking for love in all the wrong places. Oh, sorry. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I found love. All right. We did this before.
Found love.
Right. What's your favorite toppings on a burger?
Bacon.
You want to know something, Brian?
What?
Of all the grilling and stuff I've ever done, I don't think have I ever put bacon on a burger on the grill? I've put it in other kind of sandwiches. I don't think I've ever made myself bacon
really
on a burger while I'm grilling.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like before the barbecues start, usually my wife will go in and put a bunch in the oven and get it all nice and hot and, bake the bacon. And then that way it doesn't have to really cook on the grill. You can throw it on when you throw the cheese on.
Yeah, let it melt right there. Oh, man,
right.
That sounds great.
And when you put the cheese on over the top of the bacon, then the bacon doesn't fall off while you're eating your burger.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, man, good stuff there. I can't wait till I like the grill now. Mike, did you ever find love yet? I answered that, but would you rather be called a horse or a rhino?
Is there context to this? Did I miss something?
Nope. Which one you picking?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I get the horse, I guess. I don't know.
That's right, baby. You take the horse. That's right. To be honest, Mike, I thought you stopped yourself. Shout out to the Manscaped episode of MBN. Sorry about that, Mike. Should have been known the linebacker. Okay, here we go. Because there's a kind of linebacker called Mike linebacker. Oh, never mind. That's not a real question. Okay, but yeah, no, it's all right. I didn't answer it, and hopefully people didn't hear it, so it's okay. It is okay. I think we're gonna get through all of these. It was in Infinity War. Oh, so the Soul Stone was explained in Infinity War. I gotta go back and watch them again. I just wanted to see him fight.
I think that's where. I think that isn't that where Black Widow or somebody had to give up their life in order to change whatever happened, with the snapping of the.
Oh, and they were like her and a Night Hawk Eagle Eye dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fighting over who was going to be the one to kill themselves.
Right.
Oh, the Soul Stone.
Right.
Okay. I remember now. All right. I got it. I think that is it. By the way, another cologne that I still have at home that I used back in like high school, Polo Sport. It's very, very sweet. But it's cool. Patrick Willis or Fred Warner on the count of 3. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Patrick Willis.
No, Willis, yeah.
We cannot get out of these. I want somebody to stump us. I really do. Oh, man. All right, guys. I think that's it.
Bacon. Yep. It looks like that's it. Don't answer.
I think that's everything. We answered all the questions tonight, so we're going to get up out of here and say peace.
Mahalo.
Boom.